Hello from Sweden and welcome to this reading. What the hell is going on? And I have prepared 3 different Pulseweed Oracle cards. The one that you feel the most drawn to will be your reading today. So we have pile 1 with the bee and pomegranate. We have pile 2 with the butterfly and Snowdrop. And we have pile 3 with the Dragonfly and Pansy. Okay, that is the options for today's reading. If you need more time, you can pause the video. Otherwise, you can scroll down to the commentary section where you will find the timestamps. And I'll see you guys in your separate readings. Hello, pile 1, and welcome to your reading. So, what the hell is going on? We're going to figure that out together. And you felt drawn to the bee and pomegranate. We're going to peel off the little tape to see what it says here as well. And we have productivity. Bees are known to work hard. Pomegranate is very symbolic for fertility and abundance. So I hear like hard work, but yes, hard work, but it will lead to some kind of abundance and growth. So, but let's look at some more cards. And we have some little cards here. We're going to start with those. Let's see. We have a tea leaf. And bread, period of prosperity and abundance. Okay. Bread is also feels like a necessity to survive, you know. Yeah, it feels like some kind of, makes me think of kind of the minimal thing needed to survive, like sustenance, maybe it's called sustenance. So, yeah, coming out of poverty in some way, or illness or a bad place. And we have bull with dominance, vital life lessons waiting to be learned, masculine fertility and sexual vitality. Masculine fertility and sexual vitality. Interesting. Interesting with masculine fertility, because kind of feels like masculine energy, like once again working. Life has given you some challenge, I feel. Life has given you some challenge. It demands, with the bull here, it demands strength from you. It demands like a lot of determination and kind of control. Like you kind of feels like you need to take control over the situation. Take control over the situation or be consumed by the situation. But if you take control over the situation, if you work hard, like the bee here, and if you do your absolute best, I feel like this is going to be a big blessing for you, because it's going to give you great rewards. Overcoming this is going to give you great rewards, or going through this, doing this effort. But let's do more cards. Yeah, we need more cards here. Lion, wow, honor. Honor your soul and celebrate its journey. It's a lot of masculine energy here. It's a lot about doing. We have the bull, we have the lion, we have the bee. So a lot about, and masculine fertility, like I said, like a lot about taking action, doing what is right for you, doing what is right for your growth, doing what is right for moving towards manifesting your abundance and everything that you want. We have happiness. I mean, it looks good. Yeah, it looks good. I feel like just keep on working. Keep on being master of your own ship. Once again, I feel like it kind of feels like it's up to you. Take control, take charge of the situation, and keep being very determined, very patient. Keep your confidence very high. With the bull here, don't let anything come in your way for moving forward. You need this, you know, like I said with bread here. This is like, This is what you need. Your soul needs this. Your soul needs to move forward. Your soul needs to take these steps. One foot in front of the other and the next foot in front of that foot. You need to keep on going here, because if you don't, it feels like you're going to get somehow consumed by something that's pulling you down it feels like a black hole. So I don't know what that symbolizes. It's like pulling you down. So it's kind of like survive or be pulled down. So you have like a choice, and it's like bring out the strength in you, bring out that yang masculine energy in you. Doesn't matter if you're a woman or a man, we both have yin and yang energy. The yin energy, is the surrendering, the very open, emotionally, it's more surrender, it's more flowing. But the masculine yang energy is more about taking action, doing. If the feminine energy is more about being, then the masculine energy is more about doing. And now it seems to be doing. It seems to be very important for you. Keep hearing like do it or be consumed. Like you're falling, you're being drawn into this pit. Yeah, I see this black. So you need to just go, keep going for it. You need this bread to survive, and not only will you survive, you will also thrive. It's not about survival only, it's also about thriving here, because it seems like doing this also is going to take you to a better place. Look at this happiness. We have the fire element here, we have the Gemini sign here. So you're going to take yourself somewhere it's like a fire, the fire is burning here, and we have Gemini. So all this energy could go up into your head and making you insane. Yeah, it would make you fill with worry, fill with fear, and it could stay there. You could get totally lost in that. That's what I feel like, this being consumed by this energy. But you could also use this challenge in your life to push you to find that strength within you and say, hey, I'm not going to give up. I'm going to go after what I want. I'm going to go after this bread, because I need that to kind of feels like you need it to survive. But I think it's going to unfold and show that it's going to give you more than just survival. Like I said, you're also going to thrive. You're going to move yourself to a better place. You're going to grow, and there's going to be a lot of abundance, and a lot of abundance coming from this with the pomegranate here. So do what is necessary. Stepping stones, they're telling me. It's the stepping stones to your happiness. This came up as another stepping stone for your freedom. 45. Yeah, I can't say that. So 45. Very healing. I think it's a very healing flower here. But 45, it's like kind of like feels like strengthen yourself. You need to be extra strong now. You need to strengthen yourself, be extra strong. You need to hold on to your faith. You need to hold on to your dreams. You need to hold on to your vision. You need to not let yourself fall. It's not time for falling now. It's time, and maybe you're tired. Maybe you're really, really tired and you're fatigued and you're just like, whoa, how am I going to do this? But you have built up some kind of inner strength within you. You got the bull, you got the lion and the bee that works so hard, to collect the nectar for supporting the community and, getting the honey. So it's like, keep your visions and your strength very, very strong now. Don't fall. Don't go on a detour. Don't fall. Don't get lost now. And if you feel in some way you're lost, it's time to ground yourself. Really, really time to ground yourself. Come back to that clear vision of what you want. And what you want is also what you need. And I would say it's like it's not like what you need on a human level. Even if there's things, of course, on the material level that you need, but your soul needs this. If it's a house, your soul needs safety and security. Your soul needs, this or needs that. So this is really something deep going on a soul level here. But of course, it's manifesting in all these external, maybe problems and situations that you're dealing with. But it's your soul yearning to grow. So I hear like this is just another stepping stone. And it's not time to in any way give up. It's actually more, and I would say like, It's not even time to really relax, which sounds strange, but it's time because, you know, when we're in a storm, say you're a little sailboat, and when, you know, when it's calm waters, of course you can relax a little bit because the boat is not gonna tip over and nothing's going to happen because there's nothing like pushing that boat. But if there's a storm, you know, like a real storm, and the boat is like, whoo, flying everywhere on the sea, you really need to kind of maybe hold on. You can't fall asleep. You know, if you fall asleep, maybe the boat, you know, I don't know, maybe you need to do something with the sail. I don't know anything about boats, actually. So yeah, maybe you need to do something with the sails. Maybe you need to steer in a certain way. You can't fall asleep or you can't really relax. You need to be extra awake and aware because you want to be able to steer away from any danger, from any detours, kind of like if your boat breaks and you end up on an island, you know, somewhere, you flush up on an island and you're lost there alone for a month or two, and it feels like somehow, this is a metaphor, it feels like it's unnecessary. So just be extra awake and aware and be the captain of your own ship and be strong, keep your vision very clear, ground yourself, and just keep on moving forward. It's going to make you go through this, I would say like it's a phase or something that has come up now, so that you can manifest and move and grow in the way that your soul wants you to grow, and that you can manifest the things that is meant for you right now in your life to make your life easier. We have passion. Wow. So sacral chakra here. So it could even be that you are creating something special, because we have the bee and the pomegranate here, because we have productivity and dominance, kind of like being dominant on the market, being dominant with your thing. Maybe you somehow are experiencing some kind of setback. But passion here also makes me feel like, you know, I would be surprised, pile number 1, if you don't know what you want. Yeah, I would be very surprised. It feels like you do know what you want. You do know what you need and what you want to manifest. You do know what your soul is yearning for. And it's very important to hang on to that, because I feel like there's a storm going on here. I feel like there is a storm going on, some kind of, or some kind of disappointment or some kind of setback. With fortify, yeah, keep yourself, I think 45 means that kind of strengthening, it's hard to translate it actually, strengthening what is already there, you know, fortify the let's leave it. I think you know what I mean. Anyways, let's do more cards here. And we have happiness. You have happiness 2 times. I mean, so yeah, I mean, it looks so good for you. This is another stepping stone to move towards your happiness. Happiness 2 times. Passion, happiness, honor, dominance. So it seems like with dominance, you know, it feels like on one hand, it feels like don't let anything stop you. You need to be very strong to push through anything in your own mind, your own emotions, anything going on around you. But it also feels like if you are creating something here with the bee and productivity here, with passion and the sacral chakra, maybe you're creating something. It feels like dominant on the market, or like reaching some kind of big success with that. So don't let any setbacks disappoint you, because it's like a thin line here. It's like be successful or be consumed. Be pulled down into that dark pit, you know, or the dark depressive place where you lose your clarity, where you lose hope and everything, or keep on just ride this storm through, because the storm is going to kind of like dissipate. It's going to calm down, and you are going very steadily you are growing and going very steadily towards your success. So I mean, everything looks fine. It really does. But I keep hearing like this is just another stepping stone. So maybe it is something that needed to come up. Maybe it is something that needed to be there or whatever. Or maybe it's just some, you know, it's just a storm. You know, sometimes storms just happen. Sometimes so hard to know. But yeah, study. Learning something. You're learning something from this. You're learning something. And the rainbow here. Look at this. I feel like you're really learning about... I want to do it like this, actually. I feel like you're also really learning about trusting the process, trusting in the divine timing, trusting the universe, trusting your own intuition. It feels like you have things under control. So if you feel like a bit lost for the moment, also it kind of feels like that it's also a bit surprising, because I feel like you're very strong and actually you're not a typical person that is lost in any way. But of course, sometimes situations happen in our life where we are a bit overthrown and lost about what happened. But it's very close. It's not, you don't have to go looking that much to find your ground again or to find yourself again. It feels like you have already built up something within you that you can fall back on. So be sure to fall back on that instead of something unhealed within you that kind of falls in the pit. Like I keep getting this pit, falls in the pit. So let's do some tarot cards here. I really need to take a sip of my tea. So wait. I have such a delicious tea today. So anyways, my little cup here. We're going to see which tarot deck we're going to use. Oh yeah, okay. This one is really showing itself. So yeah, dark. Let's see here. We have Dark Mansion Tarot. So let's take a few of those cards. Let's see what's going on. You have already built up this positive flow, you know. You've done a lot of work with yourself. You've already come very far, and I would say like you shouldn't worry so much and just handle whatever is there at the moment. So we have Two of Wands. Let's see. We have Five of Pentacles. Yeah, look at this. Two of Wands and Five of Pentacles. So yeah, something definitely went wrong here, and you feel like you're left out in the cold. There's some loss or some disappointment. Once again, this poverty. Something is lacking here, or something didn't go the way that you wanted. Once again, with bread here, like something that is so important for you, for your survival. You know, it doesn't even have to be like physical, you know, food or shelter. It could be like for your emotional survival, something that you need to emotionally survive, you know, because we have passion here and the sacral chakra. And yeah, it could be something emotional here. Let's do more cards. Queen of Swords. Wow. We have Queen of Swords. We have Ace of Wands. We have Eight of Wands. And we have room for one more card, and we have Three of Cups. So, celebration will come. In the end, with the Three of Cups, celebration will come. With the Eight of Wands, movement will also come. Swift change will come. So I keep feeling like this could be something temporary that you're going through. Yeah, like a temporary challenge that you're going through. And with the Queen of Swords, you're going to get clarity very soon. But I feel like, once again, it feels like you already built up that. You already know what you want. Once again, it feels like rely on yourself, rely on your intuition, hold on to that. Stand in your boat, hold the steering wheel, and even if it's a storm and things are flying everywhere, just keep on breathing and keep your eyes on the prize. Yeah, keep your eyes on the prize. And I noticed that we took, I don't remember which cards we took, but I noticed that we took the Ace of Wands in reverse. So Ace of Wands in reverse can mean obstacles, delays, and blockages. And so it feels like, once again, I want to put it that I'm starting to learn the reverse cards. So anyways, so it feels like something, you were on your way. You've been on your way. You've been doing a lot of work. And it could also be why it's feeling disencouraged. You feel disencouraged because things all of a sudden went to hell again or something like that. But what I hear is like, don't be disencouraged. This is just a temporary storm that you're going through. You know, there's so many storms in our life. We can't help it, you know. One storm and then it's calm and then another storm comes up. But with study here and the rainbow here, rainbow also makes me feel like keep the faith, keep the hope. You know, it's going to change after rain. You know, rain doesn't last so long, and then the rainbow comes and the sun comes and everything is fine again. But it seems that you're learning something from this. So you can ask your soul or your higher self, what is it that I want to learn? And maybe you need to learn that sometimes shit happens. And that doesn't mean that you have to fall back into old thinking, old behaviors, or hopelessness. You just pick yourself up again, because sooner than later with Eight of Wands, you're going to be out of this storm. Yeah, sooner than later, you're going to be out of this storm. Even Two of Wands came up reversed, if I can't remember it. And, you know, Two of Wands reversed can mean kind of like, bad planning, like no action. Once again, like not moving forward. So something happened here with the Five of Pentacles. Something happened here that stopped the flow. You were on your way, like I said, then something happened, it stopped the flow. But look at this. Eight of Wands definitely came upright. Three of Cups definitely came upright as well. So Eight of Wands shows that you will be moving again. Things will be moving again. You will be on track again. There's a little post lady here sitting, you know, you're going to get your you're going to get your good news, or whatever you've been waiting for. Clarity is coming back. I think Queen of Swords also came up, right? So you're going to get, everything is okay, you know, everything is okay. Just ride this storm out. Ride the storm out. Maybe once again, think about what you need to learn, because if you learn the lesson, next time this same thing comes up, you're going to be able to navigate yourself much faster through this. You learn this storm, you know, you're learning how to be a good master of the ship, you know, you're learning how to set the sail and how to steer the ship to avoid this kind of situations in the future. But the Three of Cups shows celebration here, so you're going to reap the fruits of whatever hard work that you put in here. And your soul is going to get, you know, we had bread here, but it also says a period of prosperity and abundance, you know, so it shows that you're going to get what you want. Okay, pile number 1, beautiful reading, and this was your reading. So if you like my readings, please subscribe to my channel, hit that like button. If you feel like sharing your story, please feel free to do so in the commentary section. Either way, pile 1, I wish you all the best, and I hope to see you next time. Goodbye. Hello, pile number 2, and welcome to your reading. So what the hell is going on? We're going to figure that out together, and you felt drawn to the butterfly and Snowdrop. We're going to peel off the little tape here, so see what we have. And we also have hope. Okay. Snowdrop, one of the first flowers blooming in spring. It blooms even when the snow is still on the ground, actually. And they are beautiful, you know, really gives you this feeling of this new beginning and hope here. But let's see what we have more. So we're going to start with some small cards. And we have a tea leaf. Psychic ability. Trust your intuition. Okay. I think we're going to put it here. And we also have one of these. And it says river. Flow of life. And we have transition from one phase of life to another. Wow, new beginning, yeah. And we also have trouble and confusion, maybe. Confusion, perhaps illness. Yeah, I said maybe. So transition, and we had the spring flowers here. Okay. Seems to be a big change going on here. Antelope, new pathways. Wow. Message is really coherent. Consider whether you are happy on your current path. I feel like you're being called to reevaluate where you are in your life and make necessary changes. Necessary changes that will lead you to new pathways. Doesn't mean that you have to be on the wrong path, but there are things that needs to be somehow, I feel like, adjusted. Yeah, somehow adjusted. So it could be that things have been pushed up to the surface and it's staring you in the eye to show you, and somehow maybe causing some kind of havoc or causing some kind of stress to show you that, well, this doesn't work anymore, does it? So that you can take any necessary changes to remove or make certain adjustments to be able to move forward. Memory. Okay, interesting. We have the fire element and we also have the Leo sign here. We have 16. It's funny because I just looked at I have a board here with some cheat sheets that helps me when I do the readings. And I just looked at the tower actually, and 16 is the tower. So memory could be something from the past is being pushed up. Yeah, something from the past. It could be a person from the past coming back, a trauma from the past being pushed up, a feeling from the past, a behavior, something unhealed being pushed up here. Either way, I feel like it's positive. Maybe you're not experiencing this as positive at all, but it feels like it came up to be looked at with the eye here. To be looked at, not with your physical eye, but kind of with your third eye. You know, looked at with your intuition, with some kind of higher perspective, to be able to somehow release this, you know? Yeah, somehow release this and heal this memory here. Reconciliation. Wow, this is interesting. Yeah. Becoming friends. There's maybe forgiveness or coming to peace with. Coming to peace with something. Yeah, okay. We also have destiny. I think we're going to do like this, by the way. Forgot. Let me see. Let me just fix it a little bit. We have to push everything up like this. Okay. Oh, let's just put it. Oh, this doesn't fit. So we're going to put this big card here. We're going to do these smaller ones here. Destiny. Crown, Chakra, and Destiny. This is an interesting card because there's two people here and they're staring kind of at each other. There's one dressed in white and one dressed in black, kind of showing masculine and feminine or duality. And then we have two people here observing them. And I always feel like this person looks like a bit stern and this one is like questioning and this one is blessing it. So we don't really know what that means. Destiny. Memory, reconciliation. It's like something from the past is being revisited again or is coming up again. To be seen at, to be healed, to come to peace, to create harmony. Yeah, to create harmony in crown chakra and third eye. So this is like it comes up again, but this time to be dealt with from a higher place. So you can release that blockage. And so you can flow here with the river of life. So you can transition from one phase of life to another. And if this has to do with like a love situation here, could be that you're destined to be with each other and that something is coming up that is hindering this relationship that it needs to heal. Could be something with the relationship or it could be something else. Like a childhood wound that is hindering you from emotional intimacy, that is hindering you from taking this relationship to the next level. So however that resonates for you. Surrender. Wow. And also here, you know, gray. I don't know why, but they choose gray, which is kind of strange actually, to be the crown chakra. Because the crown chakra is not gray at all. Yeah, it's like white or like purplish, but yeah, I see it as white always. So anyway, surrender, but just because we had a little bit gray here and gray here, this and surrender also, you know, feels like crown chakra. So yeah, it's like once again, like it's coming up again for you to deal with it in a new way, to really free yourself. Children, yeah, I said like childhood wound. So there's some, yeah, it has its roots in childhood wounds. So whatever is happening on the external, whatever is going on or is triggered you, or whatever past memory is coming up in your mind here, it has something to do. Even if the person triggering you, you don't even know this person, it has nothing to do with your childhood. What this person or situation is triggering in you, what kind of feelings and thoughts they're triggering in you, is something unhealed from your childhood with children here. So it's coming up for you to release it. And I feel I feel peace, you know. I feel peace, and I feel calm. I feel like this is so good for you to. And once again, maybe it doesn't feel good, but I feel like it is good for you. New pathways will open up here. Consider whether you are happy on your current path. It's like there is certain adjustment needs to be done in your life, and not only maybe in this area of your life, maybe in several areas in your life. It's like when we change, when we do like a good purge and we change, or there's a big change or shift in our life, it's not just one area of our life that changes. All of a sudden, you know, we change a lot of things. We start eating more healthy. All of a sudden, that job that we worked, you know, it doesn't feel like good. And all of a sudden, we have the motivation and inspiration to look for a new job. All of a sudden, you know, we feel like we're strong enough to release somebody that, you know, maybe a friend that wasn't that good for us. Or, you know, we feel like we've outgrown them. Or we're ready to take another relationship to the next level. So there's a lot of things happening. So whatever is going on here, like with hope, I mean, like the snowdrops that is like kind of like growing even when there's still the soil is still cold, and there's still snow on the ground, and you know, it's the first flowers amongst the first flowers coming up in the beginning of spring. It's so beautiful. So it could be like I hear like a harsh winter, or like it's been a long winter, and or you know, this is a timeless reading, but the winter has just started here in Sweden. I know it's not winter all over the world, but it could be symbolic, you know. Winter is coming. I don't know if you've seen Game of Thrones, but when they say winter is coming, they mean like bad times are coming, you know, challenging times are coming. So it feels like challenging times, but you're going to grow, and there's something beautiful coming out of this. These beautiful snowdrops, and snowdrops also symbolizes innocence and purity. So it's like you're purifying yourself, you're purging and you're purifying and you're healing. And I feel like I want to cry. Yeah, I want to break down and cry. Like this deep release of sadness. So there's so much healing here connected to your inner child. Trust your intuition. Very important for you to connect with your higher self, with your spirit guides, with the spiritual side. You can't deal with these things from being a human kind of you know, because you have to tap into that more awake and aware you to be able not to be lost in this, because it could be very difficult emotions coming up from times, very difficult memories, or sad, or, you know, and to not be lost in that, you need to be awake and aware, and you need to use your spiritual tools to be able to heal. Because, you know, when a situation comes up, when a challenge comes up in our life, two things can happen. One thing is that we keep on reacting in the same way. And what happens is we keep on adding to our suffering, you know, because reaction creates unprocessed emotional pain that gets stored in our body, called the pain body. So every time we keep on reacting in the same way, with anger, with fear, with sadness, with worry, with frustration, it goes up into our mind. We keep losing ourselves, and we keep on adding to the pain that is already stored in our body, that past reactions, past emotional reactions, negative reactions. So when a situation comes up and we act in the same way, yeah, nothing happens. We just keep on adding to our own suffering. But a challenge comes up and we don't react in the same way. There is some awareness. There is a part of ourselves that is able to see what is going on without completely losing ourselves in it. We can observe the thoughts. We can observe the feelings without losing ourselves in it. We can breathe, stay calm, breathe through it, not suppress anything. We should never suppress anything. We let ourselves be sad and angry, but we don't lose ourselves in it. We use our tools. We try to ground ourselves. And what happens then? There is healing going on. Instead of adding to our pain, we are starting to transcend that pain. We're not adding to it, and we're also transcending the past baggage of pain. So this is healing. So, you know, a challenge is there. No, like, instead of, the challenge is there, you know, we can't do anything. Even if we don't want it to be there, it's there, you know. It's like, okay, if it's there, you know. We can't deny it. We have to accept it. First thing is kind of surrendering. Yeah, look at this. When a problem is staring you in the face, something has come up. The first thing we have to do is accept it, because it's like if it's raining outside and I go outside and say, I don't want it to rain. You know, it's raining. You know, it's insane to say you don't want it to rain. It's already raining. You don't have to like it. You know, and if you don't like it and if you don't accept it, then accept that you can't accept it. You know, start there. Start by surrendering through that you really don't like this and you have a hard time accepting this. You know, surrendering it can be very, very difficult. So accept that you can't accept it. And that will be your spiritual practice. Wow, I don't know what happened to my voice. Yeah. So yeah, like I said, challenge is there anyways. So do the wise choice here. Doing the wise choice here is use your intuition, rely on your spiritual tools, and instead of adding to your pain, you will start to heal. There's healing here, and I feel like there's so much that wants to heal in you. You are shedding skins, you are purifying, you're purging, you're finding your innocence, you're finding your purity. Yeah, you're finding your purity, and it's beautiful. It's your destiny. Your destiny is to heal. You know, your destiny is to heal. Your destiny is to come in union with yourself. Your destiny is to love your shadow. Your destiny is to transcend your shadow, to become one, a fearless person. And maybe also there is somebody on your path here. Maybe somebody that you're meant to be with. You know, your destiny is not to listen to this. There's two voices here. One that is blessing and is guiding you, and one that is criticizing. So it could be your own self-talk. At one hand, you know, you're very good at guiding yourself, and then on the other hand, you're very good in like kind of like talking down to yourself or making yourself worried. So the two voices, you need to kind of navigate between those two voices. But yeah, what's going on? Healing and changes, adjustments that needs to be done so that you can keep on. And I think this is not just going on now. I think this is like with destiny here. This is your life. This is going on your whole life. This is the thing this is your destiny. This is your purpose, to awaken, to heal, to free yourself, to liberate yourself. And something with childhood wounds, traumas, maybe even the relationship to your own children. There is karma, there is lessons. And sometimes I feel like it's harsh to say, yeah, it's karma and it's lessons, because sometimes it feels like, yeah, you deserve it. But karma is not about, yeah, you deserve it. Lessons is also not like about, oh, you're so stupid, you need to learn this. No, it's just about, it's kind of the law of nature, you know. It's more like about, you know, the judgment about karma comes from the human mind, but it's actually not judgment. If we react in a certain way, there's something happening in our energy. And to be able to balance that out, we need to face the same situation again and then not react in the same old way, you know? So your triggers is not just like your feelings and things that you're feeling. Your triggers, they're not just from this lifetime, you know? You're carrying everything within you from all past lifetimes. So if you're reacting in a certain way in a certain situation, it's because it's something karmic unhealed. You reacted very strongly in previous lifetimes when it came to those type of situations, and now you're being put up with the same people once again to be able to balance that out. So that is what it's about. It's about it's actually, karma is actually about love. Oh, I feel that now. Yeah, karma is actually very loving. It's like universe and your soul is giving you the same situation for you to be able to heal that pain, because it's unhealed. Oh, I feel like I want to cry. Yeah, I feel like I want to hug my inner child and you, and I don't know, my heart really opened up here. So yeah, to be able to heal that pain. So for you, it's about healing pain. And like I said, this has been going on, but I feel also specifically right now when you're listening to the reading, I feel like it could be that certain things from the past is coming up again for you to come to peace with that. Maybe even forgive somebody. Maybe even to become friends again. Maybe even you fell out with somebody that was very important for you. Maybe this is a twin flame separation, even coming together now because you have healed something new. But new pathways. There's very positive actually energy here. I feel like a lot of liberation and freedom. Yeah, a lot. Wow. Let's do some tarot cards. I have my little cup here. I'm going to take a sip of my tea. Okay, so we're gonna see which deck we're gonna use. Oh yeah, this came out, and We have, let's see, Influence of Angels Tarot. Okay, oops. Wanted to stay, so yeah, I have no idea. I said like, I was thinking like angels seems to be very important for you, and then the note just jumped out. So I think, yeah, I think you have a very like angelic soul or connection with angels, and you're very highly sensitive. You know, you're definitely like, I feel like this is the pile where you are an empath and highly sensitive, and probably life really effed you up a bit. Like it was difficult being a human for you because you feel very deeply. Even the antelope here makes me think of a very sensitive soul. So yeah, sensitivity. Your heart is very mature, actually. It is very mature, but there is a part from your childhood that has not... It's from your childhood, but it also comes from past life. There's some heart... I feel like you're carrying some deep heart wound that is making you not balanced. Yeah, you're unbalanced. Yeah, an imbalance in the heart. And I think that was the feeling that I felt like I just wanted to cry. Yeah, like... It feels like crying, and it feels like you could cry for days. If you opened that door, you could cry for days. I don't know what happened here, but all these cards came out. So let's just do these. We have Four of Cups. You know, I'm starting to read reversal. So I saw it came out reverse, and I'm sorry, I'm just learning this. So Four of Cups in reverse, you know, can show actually family problems, but also kind of like feeling unwelcome. Family problems, feeling unwelcome. Let's just see here. We have Five of Cups. Should we do this in reverse as well? Inner conflict. End of conflict as well. Let's just do these reverse. Let's just try it. So, okay, let's see. We have the moon. Wow, there's a lot of reversals here. So, we have the moon releasing fear. Yeah, releasing fear. It's not hidden anymore. What's going on? It's like, it feels like it's being pushed up now for you to see this very, very clearly. You know, and has something to do, once again, it feels like it has to do with your childhood. It has to do with your childhood. And it was painful. And it made you maybe feel unwelcome or unloved in your own family. I want to cry now. This was intense. So yeah, and Five of Cups in reverse. It could even be that you've been avoiding this. You know, you've been avoiding to deal with this. But it feels like now it's coming up here with the moon in reverse here. Now it's coming up where it's time for you to release this. It's time for you to understand this. It's time to let go of this kind of tension and energy. You've been carrying this energy in your body, even if it's been suppressed, even if you haven't been thinking about this for a long time. But memory now, like with memory, it's coming up now. It has been in your body. The energy and the pain has been stored in your body. Somewhere it has been suppressed or pushed or locked behind the door. And I feel like now it's like, yeah, you can't escape this anymore because it's in your destiny. It's in your plan to heal, you know? And like I said, it's love. It's the love of the universe. The love of the universe wants you to heal, wants you to set yourself free. So you can experience who you really are without this pain. So you can know thyself without this pain. So you can experience how it is to be loved, how it is to truly feel loved, not by another person, by the universe. How to feel safe and secure in the world and just carry this feeling of love, you know, flowing through you like the river of life. Wow, there's a lot of reversers here. Should we do more? Yeah, we started these, so let's just do more. So the Lovers in reverse, disharmony, trust issues, disconnection, detachment, bad choices. I have my cheat sheets here, so they're helping me. I hope that's fine. But yeah, disharmony, distrust. So I felt here, if you have a twin flame, or forget about twin flames, any relationship, you know, it's going to be very hard for you to have a very loving relationship with another. There is somebody in your destiny. Yes, there is love here in your destiny. Definitely, there is somebody here. But it's going to be very hard to be with this person because you're carrying all this pain and the wounds. So you're destined to be with this person, but you're not destined to be with this person with the pain. You're destined to be with this person without the pain. Maybe you're meant to heal together. It's a process. Of course, maybe you meet this person and then you heal together. But the past pain is not meant to color this loving, beautiful, destined relationship here. So if you are trying to have relationships, and maybe even before you meet the one, it's going to be difficult because the past is going somehow to come into the situation and make it a bit bad, make it a bit stinky, because there is mistrust here. There is things that happened to you when you were a child that's not healed, that is repeating themselves as relationship patterns and somehow being mirrored and projected into your relationships. So I feel like you're meant to have a loving relationship. And probably pile number 2, your biggest karma, your biggest lessons through all your lifetime has been relationships. It wouldn't surprise me if you have had very difficulty with love relationships and relationships overall. Even the relationship with yourself has been difficult, I feel, in one way or another. So this is your big healing here. But the beautiful thing here, the beautiful thing here is you're destined. Because of this, you're destined to reconnect with yourself in such a deep, beautiful way. You're going to be one of these people who knows what... I want to cry. Wow, I'm getting really like my heart. I wasn't prepared. So yeah, that's going to be very, very in touch with love, like the true meaning of love. Love that doesn't cling, love that doesn't need, love that doesn't demand, but compassionate love. Free, what is it called? Unconditional love. Yeah, the unconditional love. So you're definitely on the spiritual path. Pile number 2, you're definitely on a spiritual path. You have a spiritual awakening, probably a lot of pain in your childhood as well. And you're going through all these things to learn. We had devil upright. Yeah, I mean, of all the cards that you could get upright, you got the devil upright. So yeah, the devil is all about the shadow. It's all about karma, and it's all about toxicity and heavy things. Heavy things, So you're meant to liberate yourself and free yourself. And what has come up now? What the hell is going on now? Yeah, there's another chunk coming up here for you to heal. Like I said, I think in pile 1, another stepping stone for you to go towards really knowing thyself, know thyself, finding yourself. And we have 8 of Cups here also in reverse. Let me see here. 8 of Cups in reverse. Fear of change. Fear of change. Fear of letting go. Fear of letting go of the unknown. Fear of letting go of... I said the unknown. Fear of letting go of the unknown doesn't make sense. But fear of letting go. You're overcoming your fears. That's what's going on. You're overcoming. And it could be really deep, traumatic fears for you. And I want to tell you, be nice and kind to yourself. Because what you're dealing with is not like... Sometimes, when we have a little bit troubles with ourselves and we meet other people, they don't have these traumas and these things. And, somehow we compare ourselves to them and we think like, oh, we're so bad, we're overreacting or this or that. I think don't do that. Don't compare yourself to somebody else. Honor what you're feeling. Don't get lost in what you're feeling, but definitely honor what you're feeling. Be very, very kind towards yourself. Very, 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 very kind to yourself. Very loving to yourself. Don't let this negative voice here, be very sure to separate the loving voice in your head with the negative self-talk. Because you need love. You need love like a lot. You lost love. And your whole life mission and destiny and purpose is to find love. It's to become love and to free yourself from pain. 3 of Swords. Wow. Your last card here. So yeah, 3 of Swords. To free yourself from pain. And there's been pain in your life. There's been heartbreak. There's grief. There is sadness. There is sorrow. Loss, tears, and trauma. And you're working yourself through this. And there's such a positive energy here as well. Because you're destined to free yourself from this. There is new pathways opening up. You are purifying yourself. You are finding your innocence. You're finding your loved one, the one you're destined to be with. And this is somebody very special. Wow, what's going on? So I started my meditation retreat, I think the other day. And I know when I start meditating very deeply, I get like a lot of little purges like this. I feel like I'm a little bit vulnerable right now. Yeah, very vulnerable right now. So I'm sorry if it's interfering with your reading. But anyways, beautiful pile number 2. And yeah, I really wish you all the best. And once again, be kind towards yourself. It's a process. It's a journey. It doesn't happen. This doesn't happen in a year or two. You have to be patient. You have to be patient, and you have to work yourself through this, because this is the only way. This is the only way towards your freedom. And yeah, you're not alone, you know. Everybody listening to pile number 2 and me as well recognize ourselves in this. So you have support and you have understanding. So pile 2. Whew, this was your reading. If you like my readings, please subscribe to my channel, hit that like button. If you feel like sharing your story, please feel free to do so in the commentary section. Either way, pile 2, I wish you all the best, and I hope to see you next time. Goodbye. Hello, pile 3, and welcome to your reading. So, what the hell is going on? We're going to figure that out together. And you felt drawn to the Dragonfly and Pansy. Let's see what it says behind the tape. And we have balance. So Dragonfly, you know, they don't live that long, a couple of weeks or a couple of months. And Pansy, there are these sweet little, almost little delicate flowers. So I feel like a very light, yeah, it's a very light energy here. Okay, but let's see. We're going to start with some small cards here. We have a tea leaf and we have a dolphin. Financial gain, usually coming from something you did in the past. Okay, we also have this card with eye, soul mirror. Deep revelations of wisdom and insight into a long-standing problem. Wow, you know what I heard? Because the dragonfly doesn't live that long, a couple of weeks or a couple of months at its most. It feels like you're going to solve something that has been a problem for a long time in a couple of weeks or months now. All of a sudden, it is going to solve. Financial gain usually coming from something you did in the past. So there seems to be something in the past balancing out now. Balancing out and giving you some kind of big thing, like a big blessing. Because you solved that, there's a big blessing coming. We have hedgehog with acceptance. Embrace who you are. And you know the hedgehog has its spikes or pikes, pikes, I can't remember the name. And here the hedgehog looks very happy and safe, very safe here. Embrace who you are. So you're dealing with a past problem. Yeah, you're dealing with a past problem, something that needs to be balanced for you to feel safe, for you to be able to manifest financial gain in your life. And happiness with the dolphin here. Lightness and happiness. I feel like I'm becoming lighter. And there's summer here. And the little beautiful pansies growing here. You know, and the dragonfly also, you know, they can make this swift. You know, if you've seen a dragonfly fly, you know, they can stand still. It looks like they're standing still in the sky. And then all of a sudden, zoop, they say, and they're, whoop, they're gone. You know, or they just made like a swift turn. So it's going to be like a swift change here. And something has come up. Yes, definitely. Because otherwise you wouldn't be asking what the hell is going on. And you will deal with it. You will deal with this now. Finally, you will deal with this. Finally, you'll deal with this. It will take a couple of weeks or a couple of months. And that's nothing, actually. Because it feels like you've been dealing with this for a long time. You're going to end up not scared. You're going to end up safe. You're going to end up in acceptance. It's like summer is coming here. I don't remember which pile we said. If it was 1 or 2, we talked about winter. And this is summer here. Yeah, I think pile 1 was winter. Pile 2, we talked about spring. I didn't even think about that. And pile 3 is summer. So yeah, they go like in, yeah, winter, spring, summer. I think that was the order. Anyways, so summer is coming here, and this warm. So it's a metaphor for this warmth and flowers and enjoyment and happiness. So let's keep going here. So stimulation with chili. We have fire element. We have the Aries. So yeah, something is stirring up emotions in you, definitely. It could be heated emotions, could be anger even coming up here. We have 18. It's the number 18 is the moon card in the major arcana. So emotions, stirring up emotions in you. We have Thyme with courage. Yeah, there is some courage demanded from you now. We have release with the crown chakra. Wow. So yeah, this person standing in this graveyard does not like what's going on here. Yeah, it's a bit, and it's a bit funny almost, because they're all, I hear like they are all dead. It's like, I already dealt with this. Like, why is it, it's like the past is coming to haunt you. Something is haunting you. Or something, yeah, the past is coming to haunt you, or something is haunting you, or something that you thought that maybe you already dealt with, or something you wanted to bury and forget about. But look at it, it's so strange. There's this, isn't that the sun here also? In the distant horizon, the sun is shining, but you are stuck here. So at least you can see the sun here. You know, release. This is the crown chakra. Crown chakra and the eye, which is also funny because we also got an eye, the third eye, and the crown chakra in the second pile. But yeah, let's not jump between piles here. So release. Yeah, you're releasing something from the past. Something maybe you thought you already dealt with. It's just coming up again here. We have confidence. So we have confidence and courage. You should be confident that this will be solved in a couple of weeks or a couple of months. And that's nothing. Like, maybe you think like, oh, I don't want it. I want it to solve now. But that's nothing. Because this is something that you've dealt with for a long time, it feels. Now you're freeing yourself. Now you're liberating yourself. Summer is coming sooner than later here. So whatever emotions have stirred up in you here, just to acknowledge them and like, okay, or if somebody is haunting you, or I felt like, you know, with the graveyard here, like something is coming back to haunt you. Could even be somebody from the past coming back to haunt you in some way. You're balancing this out now, and it's going to be very good. I feel like this feels like you are in a good flow. Soul mirror. What is mirroring? Yeah, something is coming back to haunt you. And it's mirroring something. Somebody or some situation is mirroring something inside of you. Insight, and giving you insight into a long-standing problem. Deep revelations of wisdom and insight. So this is good. You just have to look at it in the right way. Look at it in the right way. It could be difficult, you know, because it's stirring up all these emotions. It's not easy, you know. If you're all this chilly, you know, all this heat. It's very hard maybe to see it for what it is. But I think it's going to clear up. Yeah, I feel like it's going to clear up. Maybe you're lost for a while in this, but then it's going to clear up, and it feels like you're going to understand that this is not going to last for that long. Surrender and release. Wow, so you have two cards that says release, and I think surrender was also pile 2. And I want to say that probably, I think pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, this time they went all of them went together. So if you feel like listening to one of the other piles, I would recommend you to do that. You don't have to, it's only if you feel like it. But yeah, surrender and release. And even this, you know, the vase, is it called a vase? I don't know what it's called. It kind of looks like one of these, probably another name, you know, where you put the ashes in. It's water and it's broken here and it's water flowing out. But it felt like, you know, you already burned something. You already buried something and you thought it was done. And it was done. There's some kind of alchemical process going on here. The ashes turned into, so strange. Yeah, let's just go with it. The ashes turned into water here. So something healing. Yeah, you know. Yes, you did deal with something, but there's still something that's not healed within you. You did deal with something. You did deal with layers of that. But still there is like, there's some kind of emotional healing here that needs to be fully done. Yeah, fully like healed and done. I feel like there's many things going on with you actually. Yeah. And I'm also having like one kind of feeling that you're a bit on a pause maybe in your life. Bit on a pause or a hold. Because financial gain, usually coming from something you did in the past. So there is something you've done very good things as well, but it's like it has been the rewards has been postponed, like on hold or delayed. Yeah, your great fortune has been delayed. You've been expecting it because you've been doing all the good things. And you're like, why isn't it coming? You know, I did all the right things. And you keep on, and then you get frustrated because these things kept popping back up again. And you're like, what? I buried that, you know? I buried them all, you know? I buried all my demons and they're still haunting me. Why are they still haunting me? Or why is this still coming up? It is because it's not completely healed. It is because it's not completely released, but because you did work through layers and layers. Once again, it feels like 2-3 weeks. Yeah, I said 2-3 weeks here. 2-3 weeks or a couple of months here, it's going to be fully healed. It's bursting open by itself. The wound that you thought was healed is getting cut open because there's still some pus in there that needs to come out. There's still some feelings, subconscious feelings that needs to come out. Fear or sadness or grief or disappointment or frustration or anger. Look at this with stimulation. It still needs to come out. So yes, something is triggering it on the outside. It's not so important. More important what's going on within you. It's on the outside and triggering you. It can only trigger you because something is unhealed within you. If it was healed within you, it didn't matter what somebody's doing on the outside. You wouldn't care. You know? You wouldn't care because there's nothing resonating within you. You would just look at them and, yeah, okay, turn the other cheek and move away, you know? So, or if it was something bad happening in your life, you would be able to handle it without completely being consumed and lost in certain feelings and thoughts that comes up here. But courage is needed here because it could be something deep, because you have been working through a lot of stuff already. There could be something really deep coming up now. Something deeply suppressed in the subconscious mind, being pushed up now. And that means because it's something so deep coming up, it could be like it's a bit overwhelming for you. Yeah, it could be a bit overwhelming, and that's why we have courage here. You need courage and you need confidence. And I want to tell you, draw confidence from all the past things that you have already overcame. You went through things like this before, and you overcame them. You will overcome this too. This won't even last that long, you know. So hold on. Pile 1, I think pile 1 is your pile. If you want to listen to one more pile, I would say listen to pile 1. So let's do some tarot cards here. And yeah, this is not the tarot cards. This is the tarot decks. We're going to see which deck we're going to use for you. And we have the new Vision Tarot. That's interesting. Seeing this in a new way with the eye here. Yeah, seeing this in a new way. So let me just see where I have that deck. Oh, I see it. Yeah, my deck collection is getting a bit insane actually. Anyways, so new Vision Tarot. Let's shuffle. And I'm a bit unsure how to do it here because I'm starting to learn how to read reversals, but it's all very new. I have my cheat sheets here on the board in front of me, and so we'll see. I will read reversals if it feels like it, or yeah, we'll just go for it, you know. Even if the card is upright, you can read it as a reversal, you know. I use my intuition to read the cards. But I wanted to learn tarot a little bit deeper, and because it's fun, actually, yeah. Because because it's fun. So, but anyways, more messages here for pile number 3. So what the hell is going on? This is definitely your card. Yeah, I don't know what that is, but I felt I want to turn this around immediately. I felt so strongly for this card. The Devil in reverse. Wow. This is interesting. The Devil in reverse, you know, it's about freedoms, overcoming that pain, overcoming fear, overcoming attachment, reclaiming your power and release. And I love that the Devil came. You know, see, reversals can be fun. You know, sometimes you think reversals is all going to be negative, but this was a good one with the Devil in reverse. You are freeing yourself from this now. You're done now. You did the layers and the layers. It's probably a really deep things coming out now. Because you're in the depth of the wound. You have cut open the wound many times, and you've been taking out chunks of these feelings, you know, chunks of these mind patterns. You've been working through that, and that's why maybe it's a bit frustrating that it's coming up again. But you have worked yourself through the layers all down to the root. Now it's just a root left, and now things are stirring up there in the root. So it could be that you could be overwhelmed because there's going to be like really like chunks of really pushed down pain that's coming up to the surface. But this is good. Like I said, maybe you don't feel like it's good at all, but it is good. It all depends on how you're handling it, of course. You know, if something comes up and you're totally lost, you're angry, you're fighting, you're worried, you're crying, you're screaming, you're falling into depression, you're acting and reacting in an unconscious way, of course, nothing happens. You know, you're not going to heal. Yeah, that's the way it is. You're not going to heal. You just keep adding to your own suffering because you're reacting. But I feel here that you already did a lot of work into it. You're already very aware and awake. You have your spiritual tools. So you know, like things comes up. It's about being aware and being surrender and release. To be able to surrender, you have to accept what's going on. You have to be able to observe your feelings and your thoughts without losing yourself in them, not identifying yourself with everything that you feel. This can be very hard, you know, you're scared, your whole body is shaking, or you're angry. Anger is very difficult to observe, actually, you know. Anger is like, it's very hard to stop a fire from burning, you know. Or sadness, you know, but you have your spiritual tools. And I feel here in pile 3 that you are very evolved in many ways, and very mature in your spiritual tools and in your awareness. So you have this awareness, and if you are not losing yourself, and if you are aware, then the healing happens. The healing doesn't happen, you know, feelings comes up and you keep on reacting in the same way, nothing happens. But if you are aware, and if you're not losing yourself, then true healing happens. So it kind of feels like it's up to you. But pile 3, I feel here also with the dolphin here and the eye and the dragonfly, feel this light energy that you are awake. You already went through your awakening. You already found your tools. You understand presence. You understand being in the now, not getting lost in your thoughts, not getting lost in your emotions. And because of that, because of the work that you did, the light is going deeper into your body now, releasing deeper blockages at the core level, at the root level. It's shaking up some heavy things and it's pushing it up to the surface. Yes, there is also things going on in the external, because what happens within you also manifests equal situations on the outside. You know, what goes on within you is also manifesting into the reality. But rather than fighting what's going on in the external, fighting what's going on in your mind, fighting what's going on emotionally, you find your spiritual center and you work from there and you heal. You take this and you heal. And I know that you know how to do this. Many of you know how to do this. And with the Devil of Reverse, this is the best card you could get here, really showing how you're overcoming this, how you're reclaiming your power, how you're finding your liberation, your freedom, how you are released. You have released 3 times now. This means release. Release here and release here. You're releasing something heavy now, and it's good. Good riddance, good for you. Good that this deep healing can happen. Good that this pain came up to the surface. Very good that it came up to the surface, so you can deal with it once for all and free yourself from this. Ten of Swords, also in reverse. Can't talk anymore. So Ten of Swords in reverse. Lessons learned. You know. Lessons learned. You learned. Yeah, lessons learned. And with the Ten of Swords in reverse, not easy. Not easy lessons. Not easy journey. Like, once again, if something has come up here, I think it could be very painful for you. But you learn, you're getting strong, very strong, courage and confidence. You're going to become one strong ass person because of this, because you're building inner strength here. You know, sometimes we think people are strong because they have very stable lives, you know, they had a stable childhood, everything is so stable around them, but they don't know. You know, if they were feeling something like you're feeling here, they would fall in 1 second. You know, they look strong because they don't have those problems, and, you know, maybe they had a very stable life, but maybe you look unstable because you're dealing with a lot of things, but we can't compare like that at all, actually. You're dealing with really heavy things, and you're building up an inner strength, and nothing's going to be able to shake you. You're going to be a very, very stable and strong person because of this. So this is going to give you something, not just this lifetime. This is going to change your soul. Your soul is becoming like a dragon soul. Yeah, I feel like dragon energy here. So strong, so wise, so full of wisdom, so full of love, because you went through this whole journey of deep suffering, but also equally deep liberation and freedom. The Star, wow. I have to just, let me see. I have to, what is it called? Censor the boob here and the butt. Yeah, let's censor the boob and the butt because of YouTube rules. So just give me 1 second. Okay, so we have the Star here. So, very spiritual healing, soul healing. Your soul is healing. That's what's going on. And you're being rebirthed into the higher version of yourself. I want to put this here, actually. Yeah, rebirthed as the higher version of yourself. So see what else we got here. We have 7 of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. Don't be disencouraged that this is taking its time. And, you know, 7 of Pentacles can show like a setback, a delay. So, because, like I said, because something deep has come up here once again, it could be that you're feeling like, but what the F? I was on my way, you know? Like, why is this coming up? And it is like we said, it's just something deeper coming up now. So you're not lost or anything like this. If you're handling this the way we were talking about, if you're handling this with awareness, with your spiritual tools, then you are healing. If you are reacting every time something comes up, yeah, you're not healing. You won't see these changes in your life. So, but I feel like many of you are actually doing the work here. So this is just like, it's a temporary delay here, because, and I wouldn't even say that's a bad thing here. Like a bad stop here. It's good, because this needs to come out. This is good for you that it comes out. And maybe it's good that other things puts a little bit on hold, so you have the time to deal with this, you know? So you have the time to deal with this, yeah. We have a lot of reverses here. Page of Swords in reverse. So Page of Swords in reverse. I want to say don't lose hope, you know? Don't lose hope. We have balance here. So sometimes it feels like you can be a lot of contrasting feelings in you. When things are going good, you're like, yay, you're celebrating. And when things goes bad, you go like, oh, everything is so bad. So it feels like you need to kind of balance those things as well. Be okay with whatever is happening. Kind of keep your balance when things are going good. You don't fly up into the roof and say, yay, everything is going so good, woo! And because if you do that, equally you will crash when things are going bad. Then it's like, oh, it's going so bad, everything is going to hell. So it's kind of like it's all about balance, you know? So it's being balanced in both good and bad. And that will help you, because it feels like you can be thrown to the left and right, like very high highs and very low lows. So this is also something that I feel like you're balancing out now, and something that your soul is trying to teach you, something that you're releasing, and you're starting to get more balanced. 3 of Pentacles upright. Okay. Let's do the last card. Wow, we have the Emperor. Wow. This is nice with 3 of Pentacles and the Emperor. You're very strong and very stable. It's like whatever setbacks and disappointments, whatever you're losing yourself in, quickly you're back on your feet. Yeah, usually you're back on your feet. But it will help you to see things for what they are. Don't judge the good things as better than the bad things. And this sounds so insane to say. Of course we want the good things. But judging them creates this imbalance. Just be okay with whatever is going on. You know? That will help you come into a more positive, high vibe flow. It actually will help you overcome even the most difficult things. We have 9 of Pentacles. No, 9 of Cups in reverse. I want to say disappointing. So there's a lot of cards here showing the 7 of Pentacles in reverse, the Knight of Swords in reverse, the 9 of Cups in reverse. Disappointments, delays, unsatisfaction, not seeing your wish come true, not believing anymore, losing your sight of the prize. And I want to say that it's if you are playing your cards right, if you are using the spiritual tools, you know, awareness, being not identifying yourself with what you're feeling, learn meditation, vipassana meditation, listen to Eckhart Tolle talk, you know, very good. This is what I practice, vipassana meditation and Eckhart Tolle's teachings. There's so many teachings out there, so whatever resonates with you, but find your spiritual tools so you can heal. You don't only heal when things are going wrong, you also heal when things are going good. So it's like, not forget about your healing, not forget about being aware and awake when things are going good as well. Because if you are awake and aware when things are going good, you're building up that presence and that awakened state in you. So when things are going to hell, you have the tools to deal with them. Because it's very hard to deal with things when things are going to hell if you're not strong, you know. All of a sudden, you know, if you haven't exercised, everything is going good, so you have exercised your awakened and aware muscles, you know, and then a big mountain comes and you're like, it's fine, it's a big ass mountain, it's raining, it's stormy, I can't see shit, everything is going to hell, but it's fine, I'm strong, I have built up this strength, I can do it, I can overcome this obstacle, and you do it. But if you forget about everything when things are going good, when you have a calm face in your life, then comes the big mountain, you're gonna cry, you have no energy, you have no strength, you don't have that awakened awareness, you're lost in the emotions, you're lost in everything. So it's very important for you to build this up every day in your life, you know. Be awake, be here and now, be aware of what you're thinking, don't identify yourself with every thought, be aware of what you're feeling, don't identify yourself with every emotion. Give yourself time to withdraw from all the noise of the world, to connect with yourself, to learn to be present here and now, to be calm, to calm your mind, to calm your emotion, to be with your breath, to be with nature, to connect with something deeper. Build up this strength, and no mountain is going to be able to pull you down. And if it pulls you down, you're going to quickly be up on your feet again. And many of you already know this. So I feel like 2 groups here. One of you know this. You just needed to hear something deeper has come up here. You're almost at the end. Keep on working through that. You're very stable here with the Emperor and the 3 of Pentacles. You know your shit. You know you know how to handle this. You have the tools. And there's another group of you here that you haven't come to that maturity yet, that spiritual maturity yet. And that's fine. It took me, I think, I want to say 7 years. Yeah, it's been 7.5 years now. It took me actually almost 6-7 years for me to come here where I have this aware, awakened state in my everyday life with everything that I do all day long. It takes time and takes maturity, but you need to start to incorporate that in your everyday life to be able to grow here, to be able to deal with all these things, because there is a lot of healing here. There is a lot of healing here, but there's also rebirth and beautiful, beautiful thing. So you can get what you deserve. So you can be balanced and not going between your highs, big highs and big lows, you know? That's not nice. It's nicer to say like, oh, look at that effing mountain staring at me again, bringing me this big challenge from nowhere, you know, disrupting all my plans. You know, you say like, okay, it's fine. Let's see. I'm strong. I can deal with it. Let's see. And you climb the mountain and it's gone. Next time the mountain comes, it's smaller. Next time it's smaller, because this is kind of like an illusion in the head. You're seeing the mountain and you're all the past unhealed pain and worries comes, and it makes the mountain not just a mountain, it makes it like 3 mountains on top of each other. So yeah, could be like a little bit of illusions also here. We have the eye here to learn to see things for what they really are, to ground yourself, have the courage to surrender and release and to heal and move on here. So yeah, okay. Pile number 3, I think we reached the end of your reading. So pile 3, this was your reading. If you like my readings, please subscribe to my channel, hit that like button. If you feel like sharing your story, please feel free to do so in the commentary section. Either way, pile 3, I wish you all the best and I hope to see you next time. Goodbye.